my dear Aries. This is a love reading for you where the person most on your mind will have their true thoughts and feelings revealed by me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And we will also look into what they would tell you if they had the guts and respect to tell you the truth with the brutally honest oracle cards. And I'm reading for you first because you are the birthday child, but after that I'm reading in the order of the signs that showed the channel most appreciation in the March love reading by liking, commenting, subscribing, becoming members, donating and watching the ads. So thank you also Aries for all the love that you showed me in the previous reading. And again, happy birthday Aries. As an extended member to my channel, you can get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And news is that I'm now doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to my channel and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check this out to the join button or follow the link in the description box to learn more. And this reading will be for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising sign and Venus, Vedic or tropical. And for Aries, this will be a reading about what the person most on your mind are feeling for you and where their thoughts are at when it comes to you. Can often be a conflict between head and heart, and this will be revealed here together with the most likely action they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. I will also reveal what they would tell you if they dare to tell the truth to your face with these brutally honest oracle cards. For a cross watcher, this reading will most likely be about where the Aries person's thoughts and feelings are at. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow that you mirror out to the world so you can be able to see it in another person. In the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. And I use the ANIMA MUNDI tarot for the readings part, and I will use my own deck of brutally honest cards to reveal their true thoughts and feelings. So when I open your deck here, I see the Two of Swords with the Five of Cups. So it seems like your person is thinking about a situation that has brought them pain, something that has brought disappointment into their life, and they're trying to not think about it with the Two of Swords. They're trying to put logic over heart here, kind of to help themselves from not feeling bad about this situation or for being hurt by this situation, for whatever it has happened that made things go in a way that they didn't want them to go. So I call the divine with love and light, and here we have the Queen of Cups with the Two of Swords. So I'm actually thinking that whatever happening to them right now, that they're trying to put a little bit like a lid on, is actually helping them get in contact with their feminine, more emotional side. Whatever happened, the thing that went south, the thing that went bad, or the situation that brought them disappointment, seems to have awoken their heart. They're maybe not too pleased about it. They might be a little bit worried what is going on, and why they don't have maybe the same control over their emotions as they did maybe previous this event. So it seems like one disappointing event have helped to open their heart, but they're still kind of resisting it. But it's not because they are overly stubborn or stupid or anything. It's more like what they think is best. Of course, we don't want to feel a lot of pain, so we try to keep it away from us. But actually the pain here is, pain is always showing you something important, not for you to whine about or become like feeling victimized about, but it always shows you something important. For example, if you get a lot of headache, you might have a tense neck. And if you have a tense neck, it's something that you're trying to avoid. You don't want to bend your neck for someone, or you don't want to do as they say, or you are working too hard, keeping your head tightly on your shoulder, like while working really hard. But it can also be in certain situations we are being triggered and certain emotions comes up, reminding us of our original wound so that we can heal it. If it lies dormant and unhealed, it will follow you like a ghost forever. But if you put effort into seeing, okay, I'm hurt, I need to do something about it, I need to see what's going on. Because in other cases, like walking on a broken leg for the rest of your life with a limp because you never bothered to check the leg that was hurting. Okay, so this person is just trying to avoid, like, no, my leg isn't broken, I don't want to look at it. So they're just trying to avoid pain here. Okay, so I talk so much I don't remember where I were, but I called the 4 archangels. So there's someone that's they're very deeply in love with, and this reading is about their true thoughts and feelings about you. So I would say that they are probably very much in love with you, but they're trying to ignore the fact. Okay, so 6 elements. And here we have a 9 of Wands with the 2 of Cups, and also the Strength card wants to show his face. So they're trying to be strong and kind of go on without you and be able to do things without you and to not feel hurt being without you. But this could easily turn towards a person kind of becoming your hero instead. If they stop fighting themselves and realize, okay, I want this person. So instead of fighting the love I have for them, I will fight for them. So that would be a nice turn of event. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aries viewers. So I want my dear Aries to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. Also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so we're going to focus on the person most on Aries' mind and what their true thoughts and feelings are towards Aries, and their most likely action that they will take. I will also write up a song for you, because I heard a melody when I said that they wanted to go on without you. So I will check what song it is. Okay, tuning in for a few seconds here. Okay, so this is the most likely action that the person most on your mind will take towards you. And this is their feelings that they have towards you, and this is what's on their mind. And we have the Temperance card. So I think they have realized that they met you for a reason, or that they were attracted to you for a reason. It might be that they're mindlessly just attracted to you, but for most of you, I feel like they have understand that they have gone through hardship with you because they needed to learn something that only you could teach them. So I think they have made certain spiritual epiphanies here about the value of your love. Either this is a love relationship or a family-based relationship, maybe friends or co-workers. This person realized that the hardship that you have had has taught them things about themselves in a very beautiful way. This is the Alchemist card, also the alchemic wedding. So it's about taking in your shadow, taking in your other side, widening your horizon, so becoming more than you were before. And with the 8 of Cups, there has probably been some breach of your relationship. Maybe you decided that the relationship was too heavy on your shoulder and that you had to split apart. There's a lot of troubles here in the past. Maybe they have been acting cold towards you because they didn't want to feel pain. But there's been love in this situation as well. Alchemic wedding and the Two of Cups again. So they're trying to sort out like your value in their life. Why did they meet you? What was the reason? What was the reason for maybe conflict between you, or not being able to see eye to eye, or being hurt or triggered by one another? Why? So they're trying to figure this out, and they have actually come a long way with this. And here we have also the Star card, showing that they have hope. And we have the Magician there, that's communication, Mercury. And then Two of Swords as kind of non-communication, because we're trying to be diplomatic. We want to make the right choice. We want to be logic. We don't want to go and like screw up things for other people or for ourselves. But then we have a Four of Wands, that's kind of an unbreakable bond card. If there's family, we feel connected with certain people. We can also have a soul family that we feel very connected to, even though they make us feel very vulnerable and not worthy, or not worthy of love. This person seems to have felt not worthy of love, even though they felt like they loved you. And this might make people act very complicated ways. But this Two of Swords is kind of outweighed by the Magician and the Star card here. On the feeling level, they would want to communicate with you because they have hope for your relationship, is what I'm seeing. And the 17 Star card is also connected to the Strength card. 17, 1 plus 7, 8. So it's kind of creeping in on them that they would want to be your hero, or want to be good for you, or solve your problems, or like have your back in some kind of way. And this is on their action level, and we have the Hermit here, which is kind of indicating non-action. I don't know exactly why, but it probably has to do with the Two of Swords. When we finally has rolled the dice, we have no control. As long as we don't roll the dice, we don't take action, we have control. We know roughly what's going to happen. But when we make a leap of faith, or like call someone or do something, we don't know what's going to happen, and the control falls out of our hands. So we have a little bit hermit octopus on our hands here, laying in the real deep water, knowing a lot of things, but maybe don't want to share what they have learned or what they know. Watching you from afar, maybe. And yeah, it's this question, being like strong and kind of maybe resisting you and staying true to themselves. It's another 9, hermit energy, or actually like running to you. And it's a matter of justice as well. They don't want to be your fool. They don't want to be looking like a fool. And they might feel like you owe them an apology, even if that's not true. But, we see things from our perspective, and we do things from our perspective. So we can't really see the other person's perspective particularly clear. So from their point of view, they are a little bit like a fool for you. And they want justice, and they feel very drawn to you, but they're trying to kind of hold back from this pull you have on them. Okay. So on their mind, we have an Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands, it's when your soul hunger for something. It wants to go in a certain direction. So I feel with both Alchemist card, Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy, and this pure fire energy, I feel that they are very passionate about you also in their mind, but that can make a person very grumpy and angry as well. So I feel certain anger with this person, anger with you for they still feel attached to you. So it's not your fault. They probably realize that, but maybe they would want to be free from you and not need you, because also being needing another person also puts you in a situation where you don't have control. If you love another person to death, it's nothing you can do but just love that person and walk after them wherever they go, so you lose control of your own life. And so I'm feeling like an anger, fear here with this person. The strong pull you have over them makes them fearfully angry with you. But they're still passionate about you, so they're holding both these energies. And here we have a Six of Swords, so they're trying to solve this logically. Like, I feel this pull towards this person. Why? Is it like a bad attachment? Is this person my drug that I can't get rid of? Or is it some meaning to this love, some higher meaning? So they're trying to figure it out, which it is. Like, is it an attachment or their destiny? So it's very wise here. They don't know everything, but they're trying to do the best they can with what they know. And here with the Two of Wands, probably decided to hold off. They want something probably to happen between you two. Here with the Three of Wands and Temperance card, probably wish to reach out for you and solve things. But they're very, you can see the birds also in both these cards here, that they wish to have a future with you and fly somewhere with you, but they're not sure that this is the right decision. So they're trying to do what's right here for their future, for your future, also for the will of the divine, I'm feeling. So they're probably holding back, trying to be strong, not following their the road of least resistance, which would probably be calling you or reaching out to you, or like saying yes to a future with you, commit to you, or whatever it could be that has been the hatch here, or the like catch, I don't know, the thing that has been between you and the future forward movement. And here we have a Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles is a card of family, commitment, marriage, having children, having a joint economy with other people. So this might be a place of work as well, the place where you get your paycheck. See what this person wants to say about this 10. Okay, it might be that they feel that commitment or responsibility over other people is too much of a responsibility, that this will make them like tied to a certain future that they are not sure they want. They don't want to give up the control that they have, like their individuality, being able to choose for themselves what kind of decisions they want to take for their life. But if you love someone, you get kind of a slave to their decisions, because you need to go wherever they go because you love them so much. So this person is probably seeing love as a little bit of a problem, because it's threatening their individuality and their freedom to make their own choices. But they don't seem to rebel too much towards the divine and their own destiny. Probably they think that their destiny should be maybe revolting towards old tradition, like marriage, commitment, having children, or working for the man. Maybe they feel a little bit special and they want to be smarter than other people, kind of taking smarter decision for their life, not doing the same old that everyone before them did. So they're scared of the responsibility of your connection, is what I'm feeling here. And this is what they are thinking about. They want to solve it, but in a way that's... So maybe they have refused commitment together with you because they didn't want to give up their freedom. And now it's like they're stuck a little bit between a rock and a hard place, because they want you, but they don't want to give you what you want from them, which might be a commitment, because that's too much responsibility. They don't want to have... I think this is like to a person that's split. It's a person that wants to calculate like every move 10 years forward in the future, but in the same time, they don't want to be tied down. So it's very complicated. Maybe you are a little bit more like, we see how it goes. And it's more easy for you to maybe to commit to things, because you can take new decisions while they need to have a 10-year plan here. And I think that's more what's burdened them than the actual commitment. it's more their own obsession with having control. It's what's burdening them. Okay, so this is on their emotional level, and we have a 3 of Swords. So I'm feeling like staying away from you. I think they have hurt both you and themselves. Staying away from you can be different degrees. It can be a person living on the other side of the earth, or it can be a person kind of not just opening up to you, refusing to tell you what's inside of them. But inside of them, it's pain, and I'm thinking they are bringing pain over both you and themselves. That's what I'm feeling here. And the robin bird, it's a bird that sacrificed themselves, tried to help Jesus. The legend says they tried to help Jesus to take out the thorns from the crown that he had on his head when he was in the process of being tortured and eventually executed. And this robin bird, it's a very spiritual symbol of having a spiritual connection. I don't feel like this person is refusing their spiritual connection, but maybe they are misinterpreting it a little bit, that the freedom is so important that they kind of hurt themselves and their spiritual growth. And here we have the 3 of coins, and being this busy bee. So this is a very beautiful card of a person wants to do the best they can for both themselves and others. So they think that they probably save you from this situation as well by avoiding going into the old rut of elderly generations. To not do that is kind of saving you too. I think they want to build another kind of future where people are not kind of slaves to each other. And here in the bee society, we have one queen that decides over all the drones, or all the working bees. I think this person is very loyal. It's usually they are born very loyal, and they think that they are loyal to a fault, and that makes them being controlled by other people, and that's why they have become this person that freakishly wants control and plan for like long ahead into the future, so that they can have control over their own life instead of giving it away to someone else, like the queen bee, which might be you. 3-3, it's connected to the Empress, so this person might definitely have mother issues. Maybe they had a mother that hoovered them too much, micromanaged them, and said, you can't do this on your own, I need to do it for you. That can make a person act like this. And here we have the Hierophant, so they definitely want to be their own king or master, or following their own road in certain ways. But the Hierophant still leaves an opening for marriage, commitment, traditions, things like this, much what we see with the 10 of Pentacles card here. But I definitely feel like this person wants to be this, you know, walking in the forest, being the king, and not being tied down by the queen bee, okay, doing their own thing. So that's very important for this person. And then that's a clash, because you want them to be loyal to you, commit to you, be on your side, be like that you should be in a fair relationship where both people help working towards the same goal. And they definitely feel like you don't have the same goal. They don't want to give themselves to you because that creates fear in them. They don't want to go back to old childhood patterns where either their mother or their father or someone else kind of hoovered and micromanaged them in ways that made them feel small and insignificant, and that they weren't able to make their own decisions for even what kind of food they liked or what kind of clothes they wanted to wear. So I think their life has been a constant battle to define themselves and what they want in contrast to what the collective want. And you are a representative for the collective, and therefore they are fighting your interest because they think that they are in opposition towards their interests. So they're probably treating you like you would be like a sibling. So there's like sibling quarrels. Instead of seeing you as a partner, a friend, an equal in any kind of way, they are seeing you as a person that wants to steal their freedom and put like a lot of responsibility on them and make them go in a leash. Okay. And then we have the Tower here. So this this feeling that they have is bringing them down a road where they will either make a major revolution towards you or implode in some kind of way. I'm going to take some oracle cards to clarify here. Their love for you seems very strong. You have both the alchemic wedding and the star card here. So their soul is craving you and longing for you, but their upbringing, and it might be a karmic situation as well, where they might have been someone that were ruled by a big king or a despot, some kind of evil ruler or a general, something like that. And they are revolting this. So they are actually not revolting you per se. You are just the poster boy or poster girl for this trauma inside of them, or this karma. So this clarification for the Tower here. I have mother issues, yeah. Okay, with the Tower, I feel the hope that this person is probably going to deal with their actual mother issues, because now they have projected these mother issues onto you. Either you are a male or a female, so making you into the person that have a tremendous amount of power, and that they need to be fearful of or run away from or keep on an arm's length distance so you don't take over their life. So hopefully they will revolt towards the actual, like they will deal with the actual problem, because there's archetypal fairy tales in the humanities Akashic records, and one of them is the boy that was a son to the mother without hands. There's also a story about the girl without hands, but this is the mother without hands. By certain circumstances, she lost both her hands and she can't do anything for herself, so she needed her son to do everything for her. And when later the son fell in love with an actual female in his own age, at the point where they were going to have intercourse, which is in this fairy tale is talked about like he was a knife thrower, was supposed to throw knives around this girl. He saw his mother's face, and he threw the knife straight into his loved one's heart. So that is how a person that hasn't detached from their mother will hurt their partner, because they will quarrel with that person as if they were their mother. If you haven't gone through your adolescence properly, this is what will happen, and you will not be able to have a grown-up relationship. You will always project your parental issues on your partner, and this goes for a lot of us, and we need to deal with it. But here I feel it's very hard to approach this person at this time, because they're all about revolting towards responsibility. So even if they love you forever, this is the issue on their mind. This is what they are dealing with, this childhood trauma, and probably past life karma as well. So we'll see also there with the 10 of Wands. I never felt safe loving you. No, because you are this hoovering mother that can tell them everything, like what they should do and shouldn't do, and what clothes they should wear, and how they should act in public, and a lot of things. You're the only one who gets me. So they feel a certain connection with you. They realize that you you are not like the others. But they can't help but revolting towards you, even if they feel like, you probably feel like, I could have helped this person, I could have helped them making this revolution and be on their side, and they know that, okay, but they needed to learn from their own mistakes, so they couldn't go around holding your hand, because then they would have placed like the new smart person in their life wouldn't be their mother, it would have been you. So they need to go through this adolescence properly, even if they are like 90 years old. They need to do it themselves. It needs to be on their own accord. They can't lean on anyone, because that's just putting you become the parent instead. I don't think I ever truly knew you, and that's because they projected these mother issues onto you. So they never really saw you for who you were. They saw you as this a queen bee, or the king, the despotic king that could take over their life and do as you wish with it. So they don't know who you truly are. They know you through their own fears, is what I'm feeling. And this is their most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. We have a Knight of Cups. So it shows this passion here and how heartbroken they are without you. So with the Knight of Cups, is a person that wants to have some kind of romantic interaction or friendly interaction, or like asking for forgiveness or making harmony into the situation. But the Knight of Cups is very young when it comes to emotions, so they might ask for forgiveness one day and the next day they do the same stupid thing again. So we'll see where it goes. Together with Eight of Wands we have here, it's definitely someone coming and wants to fix the situation. But we have this more suspicious cards in between, where they're just watching you and, ponder over this decision. So naturally they would probably want to just run to you, but all these things gets in between. And here we have the running part, Knight of Wands. It's Sagittarius energy again. Sagittarius energy, and the Three of Swords in between, showing that the pull that they have towards you, but the fear that they have that they will become hurt in this situation. And Seven of Wands, so putting up a fight. So they feel very strong here, but in a childish kind of way. I said no. It's like on a beginner level. But we have the Hero of Wands here, so they have real authority. It's just that they don't know it. So you might think that you can't decide anything, that you can't say anything to them, not like a suggestion of other jeans to wear or anything. They would probably, just say no to everything. But from their own point of view, they are beginners at this, and they are like righteously saying no. So it's you have different views. Your view is probably more right here, because they are watching this from their own shadow. So they watch it through their projections and their fears. But they feel very prideful that they are able to say no to you in some way. So it might be that they would want to, or have already, because this is a little bit here it's more in the past, this is more in the now. So they might have already tried to instigate something with you, but then almost immediately put a halt to it, or put some really firm boundaries for you. So you probably felt like first they come here and acting all cute or trying to fix the situation, and then in the next moment they just put a halt to it, or do the same stupid thing again, like putting a distance between us. This card fell out. I don't think you ever loved me. So I think this is your feeling here. When they treat you like this, you think that they're just playing with you, playing games, but they are trying to like put a boundary early, so you won't take over their life. So it's not about them not loving you. It's about them fearing you and feeling small and insignificant, while you feel like they are probably just self-destructive, destroying your relationship just when they had the chance to get you back, or there was an opening, and then they, just destroyed it by acting like they don't care about you or they don't love you. And here we have the Ten of Cups telling you that they do love you. But see where it goes with this. Two of Pentacles. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Since they can't stay on their own stable ground, like being the master of their own universe, As long as they feel like someone could easily tip them over, they will be acting like this, back and forth, back and forth. One day they act like they love you, next day they act like they don't love you, back and forth, back and forth. Because as soon as they feel you're invading, or you become too important, or they feel too much, they will put you on an arm's length distance. And then when they miss you a lot, they will try to come back. And then when they get overwhelmed again, they will put you on an arm's length distance. So the love is true, and this is also a matter of fighting for love. It's not only here, you can read it as fighting you, but here is also they want to fight for your love. But fighting you and fighting for your love in the same time, it becomes this sibling rivalry kind of relationship, where you both love the other person, wants to scratch their eyes out. So it's very conflicted, but inside of this person, I don't think you have much trouble on like in the real world. If you could take away this person's fears and maybe your fears, I don't think your relationship would be particularly problematic, because I'm feeling a strong bond between you two, and that you understand them, and they are really a person that wants to do the right thing. So I think you could have had a great relationship if it wasn't for these wounds and traumas. But it's what's upping like the level on the video game here, upping the challenge, so that your soul will learn certain things. So this is what the reason to why we are sent here in the first place. In other case, we could have stayed loving all these people like in heaven or in another dimension, but we came here where we suddenly remember all our karma and our trauma, and we get new trauma, so that that complicates things, and upping the level of how difficult it is to make beautiful things happen. And our soul's longing is to make beautiful things happen. So we are kind of being pulled or attracted towards the future we want, or a dream we want, that makes us overcome these challenges, hopefully. I don't see this person overcoming these challenges. They seem very high-strung about it. And the Tower is the divine kind of taking over their life, doing things towards them. It's almost like they're trying to go an alternative road, and the divine drops a bomb on that road, and they're trying to go another road, and they drop a bomb on that road, because the person isn't allowed to take any shortcuts. There will be consequences if you try to avoid what you fear. Instead of, you're supposed to go against it. Okay, I fear this, so I need to sort it out. Instead of, I fear this, I will run away from it. And every time we run away, there's a bomb. So I think at this point, the divine is dealing with this person, and you might deal with them, or they are trying to deal with you, but they don't let you in all the way, even though they love you all the way. Because their own fears is getting between you and your love. So see if they have something else they want to tell you. It was important for me to be the provider. Yes, the Hierophant here. They want to be the one calling the shots, not having you calling the shots. I will come back for you. So right now they are not in a position where they can be good for you, or be like a great person in a relationship, and they don't want an equal relationship. They have identified that someone is the leader, and they want to be that leader. So here they are instigating something, putting like a lot of rules over you, like this is what you're allowed to do with me, and this is, you're not allowed to go here. So they might, for example, compartmentalize their social like how they spend time with different people. Like they don't let you in on their friendship group. Let's say you are their mother, they don't let you to get to know their friends. And if you are their partner, they don't let you get to know their family. So it can be things like this, that they are trying to keep people apart to have control. So they don't want an equal relationship at this point. They're fighting for their own justice and freedom, and they don't consider that you could be equal partners. No, it's not even in their, like, I don't think that's something they can even imagine at this point. So they're fearful that you are the leader and they want to be the leader. So someone needs to be the leader. So if they are doing strange things here, it's because they are trying to call the shot, take over the leadership, decide over you how the relationship should be. So you don't take that leadership role. So it's a very masculine way of dealing with things. In masculine community, there's always a leader and a lot of minions doing this leader's bidding. And it can be a different order to, like this person can have people underneath them, and then this person have other people underneath them. So there's a pecking order. With girls, because guys, they when they are small, they play in gangs and they are playing group sports and things like this. And female children often play one-on-one or like 3 people, but not big gangs usually in the younger age. And this makes them very good on acting equal in relationships, like having equal give and take. So they are better at this. And in this person's world, this doesn't exist. Either you got stomped upon or you are the one doing the stomping. So they want to be the one doing the stomping. And that's what's make your whole relationship like rock, because you probably want an equal relationship. So we'll see what the divine wants to say about the future for this relationship. Is there any hope, or should you give up on this situation? We have codependency. Addiction are affecting your romantic life. I think it's very easy to become codependent to a person like this because they are self-destructive a little bit. They're destroying a beautiful thing. So you want to fix it for them so they don't keep on destroying things. And that makes you a codependent to their issues, because their issues becomes your issues that you will fight maybe for the rest of your life. So sometimes we just need to give up control and say, okay, so this person can't love me in a way that's sane and healthy. So I can't be with this person, because if I am with this person, they will constantly do things that destroys our relationship. It might be a person being perfect in every way, but then need to go away taking drugs or be cheating, or it might be a person that you love inside out, but they don't let you in, and that make you codependent. You might try to give them everything and they give you nothing. So this how things become when there's an unequal relationship, and we are trying to overrule it because we love the person so much, so we want to be with them no matter the price, and then we become codependent. So also the divine would want you to have a more equal relationship. So I think you need to rather than trying to like have a long-term healthy stable relationship. Let's say that this is your brother, for example, and they are all over the place with this relationship. Try to get to know them more in small portions. Go for a walk at times. Don't try to have like a stable, I know where I have you kind of relationship. More try to have a relationship where you talk a lot. You know, don't make this person into like the most important person in your life. You just made them into a person that's a work in progress. Okay, so you let them in a little bit, and you start to reveal yourself with them and help them reveal themselves by asking them a lot of questions, so you can really get to know each other, because then this person might see eventually your point of view. Not maybe adapting to it, but knowing at least that you don't want to be their boss. You just want to have an equal relationship, and they might eventually start to trust you on that. And is there any other messages? Yes, trust. This situation is calling you to have faith. So you don't have to blindlessly have faith in this situation, but trust needs to be built in this relationship, and with the caution, not throwing the caution to the wind and trying to jump into this relationship and force this person to commit or be a stable partner, but rather give them like the little finger. Don't give them your whole hand, and let them get to know you so that trust can be built. And maybe you will trust them as well if what they are saying is making sense and is trustworthy. So I'll also check what they would tell you from their soul. Here. Embrace. To each other you find the missing pieces. And it's much what they said, you are the only one who gets me. So they really feel connected to you, and that you are maybe the person that is closest to them on this earth, but they're still fighting you because they don't want you to have power over them. So that is what makes you not able to really just jump into this beautiful pink cloud and feel the connection, because there's a lot of fear in the way. Okay. So I'll show you this reading from above, and I would urge you to watch the previous reading. What do they want to have happen between you two? You can also watch this, their true thoughts and feelings from previous month, or rewatch it, because usually when you watch it again at the stage where it is happening or have already happened, it makes so much more sense.
Jet planes in the night sky with you.
Today, if you can't get enough of my readings on YouTube, you can now become a member to my channel and get access to premium content videos. There are 3 different levels to choose from. You can become a supportive member and get personal and spiritual growth readings for the collective.
Getting high in the sunrise with you.
The second option is to become an extended member, where you get access to the collective readings from the previous level, and you will also be able to see all the channel's astrological tarot readings for all the signs ahead of time and ads free.
Getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, no I do. And I wish that I could build a time machine.
The third option is to become a full member, where you get access to all the perks from the previous levels. And on top of that, you will get short personal readings from me every week. It is very similar to super chat readings, but here you subscribe instead of paying for super chats.
'Cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you.
There is a lot of other perks that's available for all levels, as membership loyalty badges, custom emojis, and other special features.
I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that, I wish that, I wish that.
If you subscribe to my channel, you will be able to see the join button, where you can learn more about the membership. You can also follow the link in the description box to check this out. And if you are still not convinced that this is a good option for you, you can become a member just to support my channel and help me keep on doing readings for all the astrological signs. I hope you will join and we will have so much fun together. Thank you for watching this far. I'm sending you all my love and all my gratitude.